Okay, it's a very quick video for myself, Harvey Goldman. No cuts, no edits, no filters, and no hair. So for today's video, it's one that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and the time is now. So, the boat people, let's get into it. The truth about the boat crisis in the UK and what they don't want you to say. So everybody's talking about small boats. It's all over Facebook, it's all over Twitter. There are smatterings of information available on YouTube, but nobody's saying what the public is really thinking. It's not just about immigration. It's really not. It's about trust. It's about fairness. It's about whether Britain is being taken for a ride. So, over the last few years, Britain has seen a massive increase in migrants crossing the channel in small boats. Now, many are fleeing danger. That's undeniable, and that's not under dispute. But also, a very large number are not. At the same time, people are struggling in the UK. People in the UK that are struggling feel unheard. It's almost like the system is protecting outsiders more than the natives, and that's messed up. This video isn't anti-immigrants at all. It's about the reality of a system that is stretched so thin, and also the silence around the abuse of what is essentially British generosity. Now, the rise in boat crossings has been going on for some time. In 2018, fewer than 300 people arrived by small boats. Now, scale that up to 2022, it jumped to over 45,000. In 2023, it was slightly lower, just under 30,000. This year, it's pegged to end at around 65 to 70k. That is mental. The long-term trend is obviously sharply upward. Now, what the law actually says is vague. UK asylum law basically allows claims once somebody reaches British soil. So if they make it to the UK, regardless of how they got here, they're allowed to make a claim. So even if they came through several safe countries, and this is the rub, critics argue that this loophole invites abuse, especially when many migrants travel through countries like France, Germany, Belgium, other very safe EU countries, and they don't try and claim asylum there. And we all know why. The cost to the taxpayer is mental. UK, as a whole, we spend over 8 million a day just housing asylum seekers in hotels. That alone is 3 billion a year. And this is during a time when people in the UK, my brothers and sisters, my family, your friends and family, you, are facing a housing crisis. You're facing a food crisis. You're facing a bill crisis. Food banks are booming and social services are also being cut at the same time because it's being stretched paper thin. So are all of these claims legitimate? Well, the government says that around 70% of claims are eventually accepted. But let's face it, there's a growing concern that many initial claims are actually just weak or dishonest. Many initial claims are taking advantage of legal delays that make it nearly impossible to deport or basically get rid of these muppets quickly. False documentation and country shopping is a thing. Who'd have thought that? It's a thing. Reports actually show that migrants destroy their papers to make deportation more difficult. They try and make it as hard as possible. There's also strong evidence to support that some actually choose the UK specifically for its generosity, for its benefit system, for its slower processing system, not because it's the first safe country. Wake up, government. Now, the impact on working class communities is massive. Many hotels and accommodation sites are in low-income areas. So understandably, the locals there feel sidelined. They feel abused in their own towns. There are few resources anyway, and they're stretched thin, and they've basically no say in the matter. They've just got a load of people from outside the UK dumped into their communities, to all intents and purposes, sponging off, resources that should be made available to them first. And that's the long and short of it. So because of this, there's rising resentment, not just towards migrants, but towards the government, the system, and anybody else that is ignoring the voices of us British citizens. There's been a massive public opinion shift. A recent YouGov poll showed that over 60% of Brits now believe that the government has completely lost control of its borders. It's basically clown world out there, and it's run by clowns. Even among younger and more progressive voters, there's growing doubt that the current asylum system is even working fairly, let alone at all. There's the Rwanda policy and legal blockages. The UK basically had a plan to deport certain asylum seekers to Rwanda. So that's been now delayed by legal challenges with the Supreme Court. They basically ruled it unlawful in late 2023. And this leaves the government with limited deterrence. I mean, literally, we just need Eddie Hall stood on the beaches going, no. That might help. There's media silence, there's censorship. Many mainstream outlets actually avoid doing any meaningful or deep coverage of this because they fear backlash, they fear cancellation. The silence only makes the frustration that us, the British public, have even worse. People want honesty, not spin and bullshit, pardon my French. So where's the line between compassion and chaos? Where does this begin and end? The UK has a very long history of helping those in genuine need. But when the systems are abused, the real victims are not just taxpayers. It's me, it's you, it's our children, it's our parents, it's our countrymen. They're the legitimate refugees who get lumped in with those gaming the system. It's almost like we are third world citizens in our own country. The resources that we've got are stretched to stupid breaking point. The NHS is on its arse. The benefit system can't cope. The housing system can't cope. When is enough enough? 300 people a year crossing illegally is too many. For Christ's sake, wake up, government. Wake up. What are your thoughts on this? This video may be up for a while. It may get taken down straight away. I don't know, and I don't really care. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Obviously, like, follow, subscribe, and yeah, if I've still got a channel, another video tomorrow. Goldman. Peace out.